Hello all you mutables of the Astroflower family. This is a reading for the mutable signs going, and it will be time stamped in the description there if you want to go straight on to your sign for the reading of the month. Yes, it's just to sort of say welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Also, we're doing a live on Sunday night where you can ask questions on any of the cards that's pulled during the readings. This reading for this month here, that will be happening on Sunday night. You need to be subscribed in order to do that. It'd be lovely, and you'll see a lot of stuff on the community page. It may even give you, it should be able to give you the times of when we're doing particular signs on the live, so that'll help you out if you want to be in there to ask a question on any of the any card that was pulled out, or any of the petals, which petal is the most important to you. Okay, so yes, it's a time stamper. We're starting off with Virgo. Virgo, how you doing? Welcome to your monthly reading. Wow, overall energies, explosive. Let's see if that turns out to be a good one or a bad explosion. On the rest of it, it looks pretty good. On your relationship, and in your general life, sociable life, my word, Virgo, you are on fire. Well, not really. You're not really on fire. No, that's the wrong choice of words. You are on form. Wow, that's amazing on your relationship. On your relationship here, it seems like the universe, everything, your guides, you, is looking for you to make this power move, and I think that's what that tower is all about on the overall energy. We'll go into that. Oh, I've just told you it's the tower, haven't I? I shouldn't have done that. My word, on your oh my giddy up. This is going to be what a month for you. Oh man. Okay, so on your relationship side here, it seems like there's a situation that arrives through the outside world, through the general energy, and there's been a lot of people that's had the tower moment, because you've got that on your overall energy there. You've got this tower moment sitting on your with the general energy that's floating around you at the moment. But on your relationship side, it's like it's now time to own it. It really is time to own it, Virgo, in this month here. You're going to be winning on all fronts. This could well be symbolizing sort of marriage or crowning of you in your position in accordance to your relationships with other people, that are around you. The universe, how is it encouraging you here? Yes, to be in love, basically, to love the moment, to love with the people that you are with at the moment. You're with them in your life that is within you. It could be your partner, it could be your friends, it could be your family, whatever it is. And this month has come out of you actually connecting with people. And I think this is a lot of new people, I think, here. There seems to be a lot of new people that you're meeting that are encouraging. That this is what's been building you up to it. This is like your past in a way. It's where your guides are working on the longer term plan and they've got their eyes on the goal. It's Ace of Swords. Absolutely beautiful energy. So the universe is really trying to encourage that. If you want that victory, if you want that crown, if you want that ring, if you want that relationship to be feeling like that you're unbeatable, the pair of you, then that's what the universe is encouraging within you. And I think it's a tower moment that makes you realize that. And as I said, you've come from that sort of beautiful sort of like sociable energies. And what's flowing out through you is the King of Cups. That's that conversation that's within you. And that King of Cups is all about sort of feeling at one with who you are, where you're going and everything like that. That cool breeze attitude that you can have so well within you is going to pay you dividends. It's a great position to take in order to get the best out of that Ace of Wands there. And because it plays out, the overall outcome is a complete new cycle. I think there's something that's happening. I think there's something that happens Could be in your local environment that is around you, could be in your sort of local friends community, could be within the workspace, whatever it is. There seems to be like a tower thing that is slightly out of your control, but actually it projects you into being the best that anybody could actually want around them during a tower moment. And I think this is where you're understanding a lot about love, about how you enjoy life and how you enjoy engaging with other people and helping other people. That's absolutely, I give you such a bad time over that, don't I? About doing too much for other people and not doing enough for yourself. Yeah, I do give you a hard time over that. But I think you're learning here. I think it's like this tower moment here has made you realise it's kind of going, do you know what? I actually help people a lot more when I'm in a really good place. And this is a life-changing moment, I think, within your life, certainly on your relationships, and it starts up a whole new cycle for you. On your financial side, you get the Ten of Wands on your karmic path. There is a project. It's something that you need to take. It's something that you need to claim. Yeah, I think you need to claim this new possibilities that I think we've seen it coming into your life, and I think it's the enactment of it is also about this tower moment. I think this overall tower energy has really switched you into overdrive in a really good way, really empowered you enormously. The universe is here trying to sort of help you to see lots of different ways in which your karmic message, and your karmic message is all about sort of saying, it's almost a bit about confidence and about sort of saying, you have the abundances within you. You have the understanding, the knowledge, the education, the finances that you need in order to get there. You may not have all the finances that you want, but you seem to have the resources in order to implement this sort of plan. And as you implement it, it's helping you, and I think this is where the universe is helping you to see other things within your job or within your business or within your project, whatever it is, it's helping you because you're engaging in it. The universe is helping you to actually see things kind of, let's just say you're running a business and you're selling a product and you kind of go, oh, wow, I've got this product for sale and it's a tomato sauce. And I didn't realise my pasta sales were going to go through the roof. And it's just seeing things in a different way, kind of going, okay, well, in that case, if I sell this pasta sauce, then I get a lot of pasta sales. I know that sounds really basic, but there seems to be a lot of understanding here where the universe is sort of saying, the moment you engage in it, you're going to get even more out of it than you realise. Where have you come from? You're coming from a place where you're starting to believe in yourself again, which is really beautiful. Started believing in the dream. Yes, it can happen. And I know you are the perpetual optimist, Virgo. You really are. And sometimes too optimistic. You know, you've got to be careful of that. But I don't think this is the case here. You don't have to be careful of this. I think it's because you've engaged and you're really enjoying it. And then on what's running through you, I think you're getting to this stage here with all these resources that you know you have within you. And as I say, it could be anything from education through to an idea that you want to implement. You've got the resources in order to start manifesting in the direction that you want. And as I said, the universe is sort of helping you by sort of like bringing things to the surface as you're trying to manifest them. So giving you pieces of the puzzle that you may not have thought of, because we try and think of everything, obviously, but we don't think of everything. And, you know, and there is always something that's helping us out. And the universe is really doing that because you're believing in yourself. And look at the overall outcome. You get the star card. You get this whole idea of sort of living your ambitions to its fullness, basically. It's absolutely lovely. Let's just do a bit of clarification on the Lightseers card. We do have the live coming out on Sunday. It's going to be our first one that we ever do. So we're probably going to make mistakes. I tried to do one on Wednesday. Didn't make it. I was technically inadequate to do it. So hopefully this Sunday it will be there. So, you know, yeah, it'd be great because then you can ask questions according to what is coming out in all of these cards. Okay, let's just see what's going on in that Tower moment. Yeah, I think this Tower moment is a really, really good thing for you. Look at that. You get the Ace of Pentacles with it. A golden opportunity, like a golden goose that's laid its egg for you. You have this opportunity to plant something completely new in your life. And I think it's not a case of profiting off of other people's misfortune. I don't think it's not a Schadenfreude sort of scenario. I think it's a case where you are seizing, it's like, let's just say there's a landslide off a mountain, and normally you had a field that was like this, that you tried to plant stuff in, and all of a sudden with that landslide, all of a sudden you got a nice flat field. You know what I mean? It's like a situation is arriving that actually really sorts you out. And, you know, from one angle you can say, oh, that's catastrophic. But from another angle you can kind of say, yeah, but it makes for a good opportunity here. And I think you've got to seize on that. This card definitely wanted to come out with it. I've got to take it because it did make me glance at it twice then. So I think this is what on your relationship side, with the Ace of Swords, this sensation of winning in all the senses. You're saying goodbye to those disappointing past. Those Three of Cups have been spent there. Where are they? There they are. Those Three of Cups have been spent. Yeah? That's what that is all about. I'm not sure you were disappointed about the past, but I think what you've done is, I think this goes back much further. I think you've replaced those disappointing Three Cups already. And that means you can concentrate on those Two of Cups there, which is, you know, driving your ambitions going forward. The other card that comes out here is the Knight of Swords, going on a mission. And it certainly seems like a mission of love here. You know, you're definitely going on a mission of love, I think, more than anything else. You've got the grip, everything seems to be in place for you to enjoy your relationships. It's really beautiful. And it's just, don't be surprised over it. That's the sort of thing I'm getting. If you're surprised over it, it's almost like you're blocking the flow. You should just kind of go, yeah, she's great. Look at the Wheel of Fortune with the lovers as well. What the blazes, Virgo, man. This is a really good month. I think the universe is really, you know, backing you to the hilt here. If you get into this whole sort of love me, love you scenario, we are in love, then I think you get a lot out of it. Yes, I think you have worked hard. As I said in the past, for this card here, I think you've been working on networking and connecting with other people that are around you in a really nice way, very sociable way, having fun, connecting with people, socializing, that sort of thing. I think you've been building up this energy for some time, and in this month of November, you've got a chance to really start. Like when you start a speedboat, so there's the speedboat. When you start a speedboat, it goes like that and pushes itself with the water. And once it gets to a certain speed, then it sort of comes up and rises and rides on the top of the water. And that's what you're doing. It's aquaplaning it in a beautiful way. Not aquaplaning like you would do in a car, but certainly. I don't need to say anything. You got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. On what is going through you at the moment, this is a major divine counterpart within your life. You have a great opportunity to either meet the ultimate person or realize the ultimate person that you are with scenario, or to realize ultimately how you feel so good about you and about being you. I think that's also a big possibility for those of you already in a relationship. For those of you who aren't in a relationship, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, it's divine counterparts all over the place. With this new cycle here, this is what this new cycle is all about. As we said, we've got these Three of Cups here. Hang on a second, let me just grab them. The Three of Cups on that there, that's been spent, that's on this side here. That's been spent there, and that's the pathway that you should be taking with those Two of Cups with you, that love sort of scenario. With that Two of Cups, That Three of Cups has been spent there. And you've reconstituted those Three of Cups because you've been working hard on it. And what this new cycle is distilling. This is what the world is. The distilling of those Three Cups into one. Which I think is to do with all about your love and everything like that. Your connection with another person. I think what you're doing is you're realizing, you know, there's several ways in which you connect with people, and you're starting to realize what ones are the most, not necessarily people, but what engagements from your side are the most enjoyable, are the most, not necessarily profitable either, but more of a case of that are a lot more rewarding, not just for you, but also for the other people that are around you. But if you're thinking about falling in love, and that's what that Tower moment could be, it could be a thunderbolt of lightning of love for you. On your financial side, you get with the Six of Pentacles, with the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Six of Pentacles. I think this is the resources you have. I think you've got to be wise how you spend your resources. And make sure, if you're going for a job, if you're going for a promotion or opening a business or starting a project, writing a book, opening up a restaurant, whatever it is, I think you've got to make sure it works for you more than anything else. These are your resources and they should work for you. So I think that's really important to realize that. And once you start realizing that, that's when you can, you know, rise above the mist of life and actually see a lot clearer going forward. Rise above the mist of life. You know, you wouldn't get better to see things differently. You know, you get the King of Swords. The King of Swords is all about judgment and clarification. So it's wisdom through your judgment. And he's sat at the top of the mountain. He's above the clouds. Exactly what I was saying. So you can see clearly about being a boss in it, of owning it, bossing it up, owning your own project, owning your own business, owning your career path. It's really important here. With the Page of Cups, you get the Queen of Pentacles. I think the realization of believing in yourself, believing in you, which I think is really important. I think this is what you've come to terms with. Believing in you builds a lot of security, builds a lot of assurance about your future path, about where you want to go. And you've made adjustments in your life to sort of set limits. It's like a Nine of Wands in a way. You've got these healthy boundaries that are helping you to realize the belief within yourself. And this is providing a lot of security going forward and a lot of possibilities and abundances for you. Okay, so with the Magician, what's this? What are you manifesting? Obviously, I think you're manifesting your dreams and aspirations with that Star card. I get a Tower moment as well. So you get two Towers here. I think it's, I've said this Tower moment could be about your relationship side, but obviously it's the overall energy. So it could be, because we've got the Tower now with the Magician card. I've got a funny feeling that it's like you wanted to open a restaurant, or you wanted to start a YouTube channel, or you wanted to get a promotion. Whatever it is, it's almost as if, like, I think this Tower moment is that you're realizing actually it's a lot easier than you think. And it was just waiting for me to actually do it. That's the Tower moment. And it's almost as if you're sitting there kind of going, I can't believe I waited so long I can't believe I faffed about. Did a lot of faffing. I don't know if everybody understands what faffing means. It means doing a lot of stuff that doesn't really serve anything. A lot of faffing about. And now this realization that is within you, you're going to stop that faffing and you're going to go after your dreams. You've got your bee in your bonnet, you've got your eye on the goal, and there you're going. You know, And you are playing smart to get there. If you want your dreams, you're going to have to play smart. And I think this playing smart, I think this is what that realization is. I think that's going to make you, not that you're stupid at all, I think it's just going to make you smarter, a little bit more like a sharper tool, as it were. It's making you, put you a little bit ahead of the curve, but in front of everyone else in regards of getting your dreams and aspirations, basically, Virgo. Really good reading. Really, really good reading for the month of November. There's a major, major progression within your life here, and a major moment that sort of sets it all off. It's almost like a clock that's going down to midnight on New Year's Eve. And that's what you seem to be happening here, and it's absolutely beautiful on both fronts. As much as on your financial side, as much as on your relationship side. You're having it on both sides. It looks really, really good. If you want to ask questions about this reading here, according to any particular sort of cards and what have you, you will have that opportunity on the live on Sunday night. You need to be subscribed to the channel in order to ask those questions. I will see you on the Sunday night. In the meantime, that's all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the most out of these sort of readings. And life should be fun, so please do enjoy. Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower family reading for the month of November. Wow, it's quite a lot of good energy coming through for you in the month of November. You seem to have hardened things up on your relationship side. You're not suffering fools gladly, I think, because of a lesson you have learned. And as you've learned this lesson, you're taking it forward into your relationships in a very, very productive way, and a very explorative way as well. You're starting to really expand and explore the possibilities of what you really enjoy in the way of relationships in regards of connections to other people. On your financial side, there seems to be dealing with a lot of things that are not really been absolutely clear for you, and it seems like there's things that needs a little bit of clarity within your life. I think this possibility as well is clearing out a bit of clutter. Yeah, I think there's a choice that needs to be made, something that needs to be cleared out, a bit of clutter within your career path or your business or your job. That I think this month here, you're going to see that very clearly. It's like a month that you're distilling things in order to get the pure nectar of what you want to really be doing here. So let's just jump in here. Let's see what we got here. We got the 10 of Pentacles on your overall energy. I think the energy is sort of backing you up simply because, and I think these resources come in multitudes of different sort of layers. And it also makes you feel a bit, very secure as well. And these layers are sort of energy, emotions, physical, mental, financial. There's loads of different layers on here. I think everything's around you at the moment is... you have enough around you to do what you want to do. Okay. On your relationship side here, you get the 7 of Swords on your karmic mission. I think the 7 of Swords here is that playing smart. It's avoiding confrontations that probably don't really need to happen. And you've avoiding them by sort of like... it's like, let's just say, like you're having a dinner party. They used to do that sort of thing in the 70s. People still do. I love dinner parties. I really do. I'm a bit of a social animal like that. It's like you're having a dinner party and you kind of go, well, I'm not going to invite that person or with that person there tonight because I don't want that confrontation. And that's when you allow other things to happen here. And this is that playing smart to make your life a lot more profitable for you. Therefore, it will make life more profitable for you and your partner. Because when you're well, everybody else can be well. That's how it works upon. And I think that's what that sort of like way of playing smart. The universe is sort of saying more power to you, and I think they're encouraging you to engage in the world on your terms, sociably, engage in your passions in your friends, your community, your family, your relationships on your terms. And these terms have been defined, I think, in the latter stages of October. I think the latter stages of October, I think there's a lot of realization. And this comes from that lunar eclipse as well that happened on Saturday, that was connecting the crown chakra and the heart chakra. And that puts into alignment the logical common sense things, and also our heart and our heart's desires. There seems to be a lot of understanding within you at the moment. It's like you see things very clearly in regards to your relationships, and it's now a case of, this is what the conversation that's running through you, and I think it'd be very good to follow it actually. The conversation is that Knight of Pentacles. That field there needs planting up with all of those beautiful pentacles that the Knight of Pentacles has. And I think this is what is building not only the sensation of abundance that is around you, but it's building a sensation of abundance and security within your relationship. The overall outcome is that you start this journey. Now, the Page of Swords is about having that clarity of vision to cut through the mist so you can see your ambitions or your dreams or what you wish to have as a relationship or relationships with the people that are around you. And I think you're exercising your right to do this in this month, because it ties into that whole sort of like Seven of Swords as well. This is where you're sort of, because you're playing smart, you're actually being very much, things are becoming a lot clearer for you. So there's a lot less hesitancy and being pulled from left to right. It's becoming very, very clear to you and very, very practical in the way. You've got two knights here. You've got a page as well on your relationship side. And I think as you sort of play smart, this is where you will, it's like parting of the Red Seas in a way. This is what you seem to be doing. So you can just follow that path across the Red Seas. Really good. On your financial side, on your karmic mission, you get the Moon card. Scorpio card. It is a bit about judgment. I think it's a bit about judgment of the situation that is around you. And it could well be, you've been working for this company. This is sort of scenario it could be. You're working for this company and then you realise the company is not as ethical as you thought they were. And, you're getting things that are coming to the surface that make you go, it's not really what I thought. It's not what it said on the tin, sort of scenario. And I think if you explore those sort of avenues, the universe here is going to bring you justice. I think you're going to be right in what you feel and how you approach a situation or how you engage in a situation financially around you. In the past, you have given a lot to either the business, the job that you've been working in, or the projects that you've been doing. I think you've given a lot. I think you've been very obsessed by it. But now I think, now I think you're starting to see the smaller detail. And those smaller details, some of them you kind of think, it's just a little bit, it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. That's the sort of thing you get through you. And you're kind of going, I'd listen to those feelings inside you. Overall, yeah, you're keeping your head down. And I think you've got your eye on the goal. Because that's what, in that lantern there is the star card. That's what you're heading for. And you're using it to lighten your path. But in order to go really take off in that direction, in what you wish to do, I think with this things coming to the surface that you may not have seen within your career path, your business or your projects or whatever it is that you're working on, and you're always going to be working hard on it, Pisces. I don't think you see all the aspects of it, and now you are starting to see it. And by the end of the month, this is where I think you're going to be making decisions. I think you're making a lot more decisions, or there seems to be a lot more analysis on your financial side of what you're dealing with and what you're living, and there is choices that are going to need to be made. Basically, you're going to need to make choices going forward. And I think if you do make these choices, you know, you're going to really be the winner out of this scenario, Pisces. Let's just do a bit of clarification on the Light Seers cards. Thank you very much for being here. I really do hope you get the best out of these readings. That was the King of Cups. It is very much a Pisces card, but yeah, King of Cups there sort of coming up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget about the live on Sunday. If you want to know about it, there will be information in the description below. There's also, yes, there is also on the community page and everything like that that you might want to have a look into. Let's just get on and see what's going on. The overall energy, look at that, 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. You really couldn't ask for much better than that on the overall energy, really, could you? You know, happiness after difficulty. And this is what the overall energy is bringing you in, is that abundance that will be in your life. But also, this happiness after difficulty is seeing the reality for what it really is. And this is what makes you content. And in order to see for what it is, this is why these things are coming to the surface within your financial world that you may not have necessarily seen, that you've got to make decisions about it all, which is going to breed this happiness. I think these decisions and this positioning has already been done in October. I think you've had a bit of a rocky ride in October, as I said. Now you've taken all that rockiness and distilled it, taken the information, and it's allowed you to make those decisions on your relationship side. And I think you're already off heading towards that 10 of Cups within your life. So what is this 7 of Swords all about? Seeing things differently. Yeah, I think, okay, so playing smart and concentrating on you and making sure it works for you in a way, in regards to the relationships, a little bit like that, and that sort of like that dinner party, and sort of saying, you know, I could invite all these people, but I don't want to invite some of these people because I don't want the conflict, I don't want this. And just seeing things differently, actually you're going to kind of go, do you know what, it really works. Once I start applying me and what I want, it really does work. So there's a definite call to mission for you. There's a lot of knights on this, on the relationship side. 10 of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. Yes, they're definitely trying to bring in this sort of abundance within your relationship, this sort of security, this feeling of self-worth, as much as worth within your relationships that are around you, because you're now getting on with it. You're now securing your path, because that's what a knight does. And you're learning a lot about the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. How do you put your passions, and physically, how you accept the passions through the universe, and how you physically apply your passions in the life in order to get it. With the 6 of Pentacles, you get the 4 of Cups. Yes, you've distilled your past into that 1 cup. That's what you're doing. And it's been a bit of a laborious journey. As I say, I think October has had you swaying, you know, rocking a little bit and everything like that. I think that's come to an end because you've decided, you should have decided to sort of kind of go, no, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to enjoy life. I'm not going to just sort of wear myself thin because, like, for everybody else. If you want to let go of that difficult October, this is what this is all about. If you want to let go of that difficult October, you have to start applying it in your life in a physical sense. This is now the time to let go of all that complications of the past. You've got a lot of 10s out here. You're only missing the 10 of wands, and we're laughing, really. You've got all the 10s. But yeah, I think this is, once you start doing it, and that's what I said here, is once you start inviting the people that you really want at that dinner party, that's when you're going to start realising actually, I can let go of that. I don't have to worry about that sort of pain in the past. That King of Cups had to come out, didn't it? That King of Cups had to come out. Once you see clearly, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. And this is because you're seeing it very clearly, and you seem to be seeing it very clearly, and from every angle as well. Once you do see it clearly, that's when you can then start using that really beautiful mental agility energy that you have to clear that pathway, which is going to lead you on to plain sailing going forward. Because you've done that work under the surface, in the background, and now you're heading towards that cup there. That's what you've been distilling from your past, and that's what you're going to be getting in the future. I think you're going to be getting a very beautiful future because you're practically, you're getting down to practicalities within your life, within your relationship side here. And it's stimulating a lot within you, actually. And it's making you feel that life is good, as someone would say. The moon with the moon, yes, you can't get any more. I think it's basically, it's bringing to the surface. Your karmic mission here is on your financial side, is to observe those things that you didn't see before, and now you're starting to recognize them, and you're starting to recognize what is good for you and what is not good for you, in emotionally, morally, physically. This justice comes out of hard work that you've done, and I think the universe is working hard for you. It's helping you to expose a lot of things in your life around you through coincidences, so you can see clearly the situation, and let go of the past. The devil is in the detail. This is from the past. I think you have been concentrating on a lot of different things. If you look at this card here, there's all these sort of like candle lights at the bottom. I think you've been working on a lot of different angles in your life, and as you've worked on these different angles, you're starting to notice certain that are really floating your boat in the past, and you've engaged in them in a beautiful way. It's now this distillation that seems to be happening, which I said earlier on, with the emotions or with the things that are unseen in your life. You can distill it into that beautiful card down there, and down with the Hermit card, where you can use that lantern and that dark night of the soul and understanding things to actually make this decision. Yeah, I think during the month here, you're going to be making quite a few decisions actually in regards to your finances and your career path. And it's because you're starting to see things that were not necessarily seen. The moment you do, because you've got the Two of Swords twice now, right? The moment you do, all of a sudden, this is going to inspire you onto much greater levels. And I think it's almost as if like you're going to take a lot of people with you. Does that make sense? It's sort of like, it's like you're creating a movement in a way. It was on the collective reading. Maybe you should have a look at the collective reading as well, to see what was going on there. I can answer questions on the Sunday Live, all about that as well. But it seems like that you're like spearheading something because you've chosen to deal with those unforeseen things. And now that you're dealing with them, this is providing you a great opportunity to make great strides going forward. There you go, Pisces. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do. I really do appreciate you being there. It's lovely to see all your comments and all of that. That's really nice. So don't be shy. And all the support you give to this channel is absolutely beautiful. In the meantime, I'll see you on Sunday for the live. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy. Hello, you beautiful Sagittarius. How you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower family reading for the month of November, which will be coming into your birthday season. So happy birthday to all of you who are having your birthday in November. You will have your special birthday tarot at just before the start of Sagittarius season, and there will be a live attached to it where you can ask questions on this, and we are doing lives attached to this monthly reading as well, which will be happening on Sunday. If you want to ask questions about any cards that we're pulling today, you just need to be subscribed and join us on the live and ask those sort of questions, really, more than anything else. Yeah, so you're in your autumn period, regardless of whether you're in the northern and southern hemisphere. This is 3 months before your birthday, okay? And I think it's all about you at the moment. It's all about how you're positioning yourself. Definite, beautiful karmic energy there. 9 of Pentacles. I think this is on your relationship side. I think you're starting to learn and observe, my words. Learn and observe what is good for you. What are the possibilities within your life? In regards to your relationships and how or your spirit, or how you gain connection with the other people that are around you. But it all seems to be very much on a physical front for you here. On this thing, there's a lot of calculation going on your relationship. There is no doubt about it. On your financial side, so this is to do with your job, your business, and your projects. Yeah, you're going to get the change of fortune in your life, which comes with our birthday. Things start getting a lot easier because the energy returns to you in your life, and I think it's a newfound belief within you which is going to spark it. And I think you've almost found it already, and that you're sort of like, now that you found it, what's that song? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? That sort of thing. So, in your financial side, I think you've understood. I think this month here, you're really understanding about what things are holding you back and what things are really helping you progress forward. The overall energy here is the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's all about you. It's all about the idea of making sure it works for you. I explain it like this. If I started up a food truck, right? At the beginning, I drive the food truck to where it needs to be. I take the orders. I do the washing up. I do the accounts. I cook the food. I serve the food. You do everything. And once you start getting the success, because you're doing it for you, once you start getting the success, then you can employ someone to do the washing up, doing the, serving, and everything like that. And that's when you can make it start working for you. And I think this is what the overall energy here is trying to sort of say to you. In this month here, leading up to your birthday, set things up so you put yourself first. It's not an egotistical thing. It's not nasty. It's not a case of, put yourself first at the detriment of everybody else. That's not what I'm talking about. It's more of a case of putting yourself first, because that's really how everything in the universe works. Everything works on a sense, as long as I'm okay, you can be okay. Everybody else can be okay. That's how everything works in the universe, and I think you should abide by that. As we've seen already, you've got the 9 of Pentacles on your karmic mission on your relationship side. I think it's now time to sort of, for you to start realizing, and I think this is what the beginning part of November, more than anything else, the beginning part of November is helping you, and for those of you who are born in December, it's certainly going to be for the whole of November. It's helping you to realize the physical conditions that you need to have in order for you to enjoy the relationships that you're with. And this is where you're being very practical about it. You're being very honest with yourself by the looks of things. And it's a lot of it seems to be on the physical level, because there's huge amounts of, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals, 6 petals, you've got 4 of them that are pentacles. You know, and one of them, you know, 4 of them is pentacles. So I think it's very much on a physical level. I think you know, this is what you've got to work out. This is what your karmic mission is for this week, this month. The universe here is trying to encourage that. Once you start working out what you want and you give a focal point, that's when the universe comes saying, okay, you're going to need all of this abundance. You're going to need all of this security that goes along with it. And I think once you become clear with yourself, and it's also to do with communication, that karmic path as well. And once you become clear with yourself and clear with other people around you, the universe is kind of saying, okay, Sagittarius wants this. They're going to need this. They're going to need that. Therefore, we're going to bring it into your life. And coincidences will bring it into your life. Where have you come from? I think you've come from a place where you want to offer love, or you want to be offered love. Either you want to offer it to someone, or you want someone to offer it to you. And this may well be a one-to-one relationship, but this could also be to do with friends, community, or even family. I think you're coming from a place of you're coming from a place where you so want to be in that community and that love, in that connection with other people, and to have that natural, beautiful exchange between you and another person. And as I say, it could be family as much as it could be anything else. You've really desired it, and now it's coming down. So what you're desiring, okay, so this is how I explain it in my healing sessions as well. All wants, all desires have needs, okay? So these are the needs now that you are concentrating on. These are the needs that you are sorting out on your side in order to obtain your wants. And this is what's running through you at the moment. It is nurturing this on a daily basis of cultivating it. And basically what you're looking for here is looking for the best fruit. The fruit that happens to be ripe at the right moment, because that is what's playing through your karmic mission. You've got all these fruits, but not all of them are ripe. And as you go forward, that's when you can then select the ripe fruit, which is good for you, which helps you to nurture that connection with other people. And the overall outcome here is then getting on with it and getting the devil in the detail, basically, and getting a little bit obsessed about. I can't feel someone else being obsessive or, you know, in a detrimental way about you, or you being obsessed in a very detrimental way, you know, overpowering or controlling. That's what I'm talking about. I don't get any of that. That's not what I get on any of these cards. So, you know, the overall outcome here, I think, is you getting obsessed by implementing the sensations that you felt within you going forward. On your financial side, you get, on your karmic mission, you get the Page of Cups. This is where you're starting to believe in yourself this month here. And I think you've already done this. I think it's a case of putting into place of believing in the magic of life, believing in the wonderment of creation, of miracles, of, you know, just engaging with life in a very, very beautiful way. And because you're making that karmic application within your life, and with everything you're doing, you know, the jobs you're going after, the promotions you're going after, the business you're trying to develop or you want to open, the projects that you so want to do, the moment you have that belief, then the universe can start really backing you up and really start turning the tides in your favor. Once it starts turning the tides in your favor, where you've come from, which has been, I think you've had a rocky year this year. Well, rocky year, that's maybe a bit much, but I think it's been a difficult year for you. And I think it's been difficult because it's been uncertain more than anything else. And I think this uncertainty of the past has brought you to a place where you are having to believe in yourself again. Now that you're believing in yourself, this is when the universe can start actually also believing in you. This is what that Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles is all about. When you are in a good place, everybody else can be in a good place. That's really important. The thing that's running through your spirit is patience, having to wait around. And I think, I don't think you're procrastinating. I don't think that's what this card here is. I think you're waiting for the opportunity for the best wave. Now, surfers talk about the seventh wave of a set. So you get sets of waves that come in, and they talk about the seventh wave being the biggest wave. That's where you get on the Seven of Pentacles. The seventh wave is the biggest wave. And I think this is what you're observing around you. You're observing the right moment to take that wave. And once you do, and this is the overall outcome for you, once you do, that's when you start really motoring on your career path, on your business, on your projects, whatever you do. Once it kicks in and you really start motoring, Sag, you're really going to do well, I think. And you're going to let go of all that sort of instability of the past year. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. We're going to do a bit of clarification. Don't forget about that live on Sunday night. Thank you very much for all the support you give this channel. Just liking and subscribing, sharing, commenting, whichever which you see fit would be absolutely beautiful. There's loads of links in the description below. There's also the competition as well, where you can get a reading with myself, and that's on the air signs on Sunday as well. Yeah, I think this is all to do with your birthday season. You're setting it up. So you're actually sort of like, you're creating a scenario where you're making it work for you. And the moment it starts working for you, this is when you realize you're stepping through this portal and you're going from one dimension to another. You're going from one paradigm to another in a way, with all the resources that you have with you. It's almost like the magician card, on this card here, you can see on all the four corners, you've got all the elements there that the world actually provides you. Because you're stepping up for you more than anything else. You're putting yourself first. Yeah. Walking away from the past year, walking towards the new year, your new year, and walking towards much more sort of concrete, confident and an abundant future, basically, because you're choosing to do it for you more than anything else. With the 10 of Pentacles, you get the 7 of Swords. The reason that 10 of Pentacles is coming through from the universe, which is that one there, obviously, you have, the reason we get the 10 of Pentacles is because it's like you're a little bit like you're sitting in your power, but you're recognizing your strengths. I think this is what it is more than anything else. And when you recognize these strengths, this is what you can play to. And once you start recognizing that strength, that you have that joyous, funny, humorous side to you that is just blistering when you allow it just to free flow. And I think you're wanting that connection, that free-flowing energy with the people that are around you, the family, the community, everything that is around you, which is that Knight of Cups of where you're coming from. And you get the 7 of Cups, that seventh wave I was talking about, and it seems to be much more on your relationship more than anything else, because that is the most important thing in the last month before your birthday. It's much more emotionally driven than financially driven. The financial side, I think you're really clear with yourself. And this is about following that one cup there that's providing all that water, all that emotions within your life. And that's what you're getting on that Knight of Cup as well. I think you've got this possibility out of so many, out of all the possibilities, I think there's one or two that is just going to be so evident and obvious for you. It's just a case of following it, basically. One foot in front of the other. There's 2 cards there, aren't there? Okay. What have you got to nurture within your relationships? Did I say sort of sitting in your power? This is what the universe was trying to say to you. You're sort of like playing smart. You get the Knight of Pentacles, which is getting... Knight of Pentacles, you're getting on and doing the work. It's now time to get on and do the work and nurture that future. That's what you're wanting to do in November. But you've got to build that inner power that is within you, this inner certainty within you. And I think this is this whole new cycle that we're talking about. And it does empower you. And once you get into that and you start nurturing that future, that's when you can see the detail of the devil. And you are going to be right on fire. You are going to be on the wall. You know, off the wall, Sagittarius. You're going to be doing so well because you've chosen to position yourself correctly according to you, which is really important. You know, really, really important. And when you do that, I think you're going to get you're going to get everything you've desired in regards to the connection with family, friends, community, and everything like that. It's recognition, and the light is shining on you. You are having a glow-up moment after your birthday or during your birthday or just before your birthday, going into December. I think it's going to be rocking and rolling for you more than anything else. On the financial side, you get the Emperor, which is really beautiful. There's a lot of undercurrent stuff that is really powerful for you here. Is that self-belief is now, it can overflow beautifully into you, where you can actually have that, you are the emperor that controls your empire in a very physical sense. It's not the same as the Empress, and you has enormous amount of power as an emperor. And because you have this power, this is where you can believe even more in yourself. Yeah, it's a whole new, brand new beginning. And I think this has already been decided in you, decided on your karmic path. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. You can see that opportunity that is to be had in this coming year. You've fixed those goals. You should have fixed those goals very clearly with you. And you should have fixed it most definitely within this within this last month. It should really be very clear for you. If it isn't, then I would if I was you. You get the Queen of Wands here. You had the King of Wands. Yes, you had the King of Wands over there. I think you're becoming like the divine counterpart for yourself in a way. I think what you're doing is you're actually just saying goodbye to those woes and worries, because now you're concentrating clearly on what you want to be doing, basically, in where you should be going, and the things that make you really passionate about where you're going. With the Three of Wands, you get the Five of Swords. There is a bit of waiting around. It's almost as like you've made this decision. I've made the decision to climb Mount Everest, the tallest mountain. Well, it's not really. I think it's K2 that's tallest. Anyway, I've decided to climb a mountain, and but I've got to wait for at base camp for the weather conditions to be right. And because I'm waiting around, it's like you're kicking around. It's devil makes quick work for idle hands. Is that the phrase? And that's what you're dealing with this month in regards to your finances. There's plenty of possibilities, but you've just got to keep yourself occupied, keep yourself, focused on believing in yourself. And I think this is where you can also get involved in the activities, little activities around you, which really does play into it. And then you get the Hermit card with the star, with the sun. And it's going to make you so happy to follow your path of where you should be going, basically. And the Hermit is doing that. It's resonating his innermost being of the dark night of the soul. He knows the good and bad side of his life, the Hermit. And they've done all those steps that go up and round the mountain and everything like that to see all angles of that mountain, which is you. And because you've seen all those sort of sides of it, you can really be focused, laser focused on that sunshine. There's a real glow up moment for you in December. Really, really powerful opportunity for you. So there you go, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about the live that's coming out on Sunday night as well, where you can ask questions according to any of these cards or any of these petals more than anything else that's come out for you. You're going to have to be subscribed when you do that. So yes, I will see you there. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy. Hello, my lovely Gemini. Welcome to your Astroflower reading, and it's all about abundance at the moment for the mutables. On your relationship side, there's some serious stuff going on, major opportunities for you. And I think there's a lot of recognition as well, which you need to do. I think self-worth and self-love is really important at the moment for you. And you need to square it up with yourself in accordance to that. Once you do, blimey, that's when you really start rocking and rolling. That's when you start motoring, Gemini. On your financial side, following your passions. Once you do that, that's when the magic of life starts, really, more than anything else. These are really lovely cards, my word, Gemini. This is going to be a great November for you. It's going to bolster you up, make you feel very, very reassured about who you are. There's certain things that's going to make it very clear that obviously that there's decisions that need to be made in December, but I think they're nice decisions. It's kind of like, do I want this fantastic or this amazing? Basically, what it seems like for you. Okay, so overall energies, you get the 10 of Pentacles. Everyone seems to be getting the 10 of Pentacles somewhere along the line, and you've got it on the overall energy here. And this is why I think the energy here is sort of saying to you, it's almost this kind of like giving you a nudge to sort of say, look at that, look how much you got there, look at what you got there. Look how much energy you got there. Look at these beautiful resources you have that is within you. Look at this understanding, this education that you've done. And I think the overall energy, it's like a little bird that sort of like turns up and you kind of think, you know, with a bit of leaf in its mouth, as if to sort of say, you know, I'm building a nest and I'm using all the resources that are abundant around me in order to do that. And I think that's the same sort of similar situation for you. It's going to make you feel a lot more sort of secure about yourself and about where you're going. Not that you aren't secure about yourself, but on your relationship side, you get the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of luck coming in for you here, and I think it's because you've actually done a lot over this past year, where you've understood a lot about yourself, a lot about the world around you. The question is with this new opportunity, with this new wave of luck in your life in regards to your relationships, there's certainly an offering here that is very physical. And I mean physical in the sense that, you know, it's it could be as simple as someone saying to you, you know, I'm just going to sort of thing. I saw there was that film out. I don't suppose you want to go to the cinema, and, you know, accepting it. And I think you do accept the opportunities that arise for you. There is no doubt about it. But also, and what I'm trying to get at is that you've got to realise that this offering may have something else to give within that. And I think this is what you've got to realise. I think you've been concentrating a lot on how you position yourself, who you are and what it means to you and everything like that. And I think the universe is recognising that. They're helping you out here, the universe, by doing a lot of the work for you in the background, concentrating on the smaller cogs, the smaller things in life, like providing that leaf. It's not one leaf is going to make a nest. You're going to need a lot of them, but the universe will provide enough leaves in order for you to make that nest. Where have you come from? You've obviously stepped through from one dimension to another. In this month here, you are starting to apply your plan with the plan of someone else. And I think this is also tied into the offering that is coming in for you at the moment, basically. This beautiful offering that comes in for you. And this new leaf, we come back to a leaf, I don't know why I keep mentioning leaves, but this new leaf that you're turning is combining your sort of desires with somebody else's, and it's almost as if like this, as I say, someone offering to sort of like go to the cinema, or you're offering someone to go to the cinema, and there's a little bit more behind it than actually that. And I think this is what both of you have been desiring, you and another person, to actually have that connection with that other person. And then the thing that's playing through you is that you are distilling these 3 cups into this 1 cup here, this Ace of Cups. What you're doing is connecting with other people on a very physical level. That's what it seems like. And you've decided this in the past. This is what the Four of Wands is all about. And now you're sort of, although it might have been complicated and difficult for you emotionally to deal with that, to actually come to that conclusion, now you're ready with this brand new cup and clean cup full of beautiful, loving energy that you can offer not only to you, but I think the offering comes into you more than anything else because you've distilled it. And I think this Ace of Pentacles is, someone's got their eye on you. I really do. And what does it breed? Look at that. You get the Star card there at the end of it. The overall outcome here is those 2 cups that are being poured there on the land and on the water as well. And when you combine water and earth energy together, that makes for incredible fertile land in order for you to plant the seeds that you so desire. And that's what that seed there is all about. And you've got nothing but that, really. There's there's 3 pentacles connected to that side, and there's only 1 cup there, but then you've got the 2 cups are there. There's only one real sort of like one sort of like other element going on, this fire element, which has been in the past, which I think you've decided to actually engage yourself with another person here. And you can get exactly what you so desire within this offering that is coming out for you in this month here. It's because you've got to push it further than what is just appears on the surface. Okay? On your financial side, you got the Queen of Wands. Your passion should be your leading guide at the moment. If you really want to get on in life, if you want a promotion, if you want to change business, if you want to start a business, or if you want to develop your business or project, or if you want a complete change in your life, you have to believe in the happiness of the passions that you have in doing what you do, and allow those passions to actually create a bit of magic which starts a whole new cycle for you. And that's what the universe is trying to encourage within you. And I think you have this great opportunity if you really do engage in your passions. Yes, you're coming from a place where there's a lot of security, there's a lot of understanding, there's also a lot of knowledge. You could be well educated, or you've gone through an education, or you've just passed let's just say a massage course or whatever it is. And now you can then start implementing it within your life. The question is are you going to do it? And this is where you're going to have to take not a leap of faith, but have a little bit of confidence within yourself. And I think that's what they're trying to breed into you here with the overall energies, and to stop your doubts and get on and do. I think this is what it's pushing up. And I don't think it comes at the beginning of the month. I really think it becomes quite crucial by the end of the month, because at the overall outcome, you get the 8 of Swords. Now, this is where I think this is a warning card more than anything else. This is sort of saying, if you don't engage in this life, in that with your passions and stuff like that, you may, by the end of November, beginning of December, you may be kind of going, I'm still in this rut. And you're so loyal and reliable, Gemini, that you would prefer to stay in the rut rather than sort of rock the boat. I wouldn't. I'd rock the boat if I was you. I really would. But then that's, I would. Because I think it's going to provide for you a whole new cycle that is going to be, is going to make you feel so totally abundant on the whole sort of situation. but it's got to be your passions that drives you going forward, backed up by understanding or security or money or sort of education in the past, basically. And so you really want to be free flowing. I would love to see what the clarification is on the Light Seers cards on the Eight of Swords there. See what's going on there. We are doing a live on Sunday. If you want to be part of it, you can join us. It's not a problem. It'd be absolutely brilliant if you do, you know. But if you want to ask a question on any of the cards that are on one of these petals, you're more than welcome to ask a question on the live, and I will be answering it with cards. But you do have to be subscribed to the channel in order to ask a question. Yeah, so, you know, you will find the information in the description below, probably tomorrow, or probably on Saturday, the day before the live. You'll be able to find the information in the description. If not, you'll be able to find the information on our community page as well, which we will put out on there. So whatever it is, thank you very much for being here and your support that you give this channel. Do you know what? I think there's a bit of jealousy here about you. Once you start realizing how good you are and how much abundance or how much capacities or what you've got to give to this world, or what you can bring to either a couple or a business or stuff like that, I think there's going to be a lot of sort of jealousy around you, and you'll recognize it, because you'll recognize people just trying to be sort of like a little bit petty with you in a way, and the overall energies, you'll just feel it on the edge of it more than anything else, because you're using your abundance. I would stay away from that. It's only going to hold you back. Look at that. Your karmic mission on your relationship side. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. That's what that Ace of Cups I was talking about here. That's what it's all about. That star card is like that pentacle that's shining in the sky. That's what that star card's all about. It's the combining of the earth and the earth and water energy. So combining the physical contact with another person with the emotional contact, the emotional sort of benefits that it brings as well at the same time. With it's nothing but pentacles and cups for you on the relationship side. Absolutely mad. With this hard work, I think the universe is trying to bring in this beautiful happiness after difficulty. I think the universe has seen that you've been toiling hard at having a relationship, and I think you've been trying too hard in a way. And I think the universe is sort of saying, you know, work-play ethic, even when we're working on ourselves, has got to be kept in balance. And a lot more enjoyment needs to be had with the Nine of Cups coming out with the Nine of Cups coming out with the Four of Wands there. Because you've decided that within you to go to this new paradigm, to go through this into a new reality, you are getting the opportunities, these offerings that are coming into your life, because you've done that, because you've stepped through from one side to the other. Okay, so what are you distilling this month? Are you trying to get the most perfect relationship going? You get the Ace of Swords. You've now got 3 aces. You've got 3 aces on this side. You know, Ace of Swords is a beautiful energy for you, Gemini. It's those steps there that you need to take through your mental abilities or your mental agility. It's the only sword you got on there at the moment. Gives you that clear vision. But because of that clear vision, it's going to make you feel like you're winning everything, because you're distilling it all into that Ace of Cups. And that's what you have to do. I think you have to do it mentally more than anything else, by sort of mentally pushing yourself on to try and take the next step with a person. Chance your arm in a way. That's the sort of thing. I say chance your arm, but that's what's going on there. This cup here is a bit like you're chancing your arm. I would chance your arm if I was you. Okay. On the star card, what's the overall outcome on that star card? It's going to confidence. You've now got strength twice on the table here for you. This star card here of actually going after your ambitions of that, and I think your ambition really is that four of wands. Once you start going after it, that four of wands there, which is from your past. Once you start going after it, you're gonna feel really powerful. Almost, you're gonna have a lot more confidence. And when you've got a lot more confidence, this is where you're going to be able to take things in regards to relationships to a whole new level. On your financial side, with the Queen of Wands, you get the Queen of Cups. Share your passion around. Let it flow. Let it emotionally, flow from you. Invade your world, basically. Because I think there is a direction that you wish to take, be it in your career path, in your business or your project, whatever it is, this direction that you wish to take, it's got to be emotionally and passionately fulfilling to you. With the King of Cups as well, blimey. With the universe coming up with that as well. I think, okay, I'm getting the universe is sort of saying, why, Gemini, would you bother doing something that you don't like? Why would you bother? Have you seen the monthly reading? You can see the monthly reading. This is straight out of the collective monthly reading here. Why would you bother? Why wouldn't you do something that is very stimulating for you? And I think this opportunity, I've been talking about it for a few months now, and it's still hovering and wavering around for you. And I think the universe is kind of almost sort of saying, right, that's it. The universe is coming in and creating coincidences around you in order to almost force you into that, force you out of that. That's what you don't want to be in, I don't think. I don't think you like it. With the King of Pentacles, you get the Nine of Pentacles. Everything is possible. And this is through your education, through your sort of like knowledge, understanding, positioning, abundance, whatever in terms of abundance there is within your life. All of a sudden, once you do start walking down that passionate path and enjoying and combining your passions with your emotions, once you start going down that, I think you're going to start realizing that actually there's loads of fruits that are gradually being ripened for you personally on that pathway. So you're constantly collecting rewards or promotions or finances, whatever it is you're collecting. It comes through that, and it comes through communication as well. It is going to if you take this path here, Gemini, it is going to be so powerful for you. You're going to feel like you're $1 million, I think. It's going to relinquish you of all of your inner doubts or your sense of, oh no, what if it doesn't go right and everything like that. And you're going to get this glow up moment where people are going to be looking at you kind of going, wow, Gemini's really got it going on. I think here is a massive, absolute massive change of direction. You've got another opportunity. You had one about 2 or 3 months ago, I think, if I remember rightly. You had one 2 or 3 months ago, and you're going to pull yourself out of a rut. By the end of the month, you're going to be pulling yourself out of a rut, and things are going to take off for you in the financial and business and whatever you're doing. Whatever you want to do, if it involves your passions and your heart's desires, you're going to be a winner. You're going to do well. There you go, Gemini. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget about the live on Sunday night. Really do appreciate your support that you give this channel. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do hope that they help you just sort of like see things clearly, or help you sort of like position yourself in order for you to get the best out of life, because that's what the Astroflower is all about. Okay, yeah, I will see you soon. Don't forget about all the links in the description below. There's also our sister channel, CYMATIC TV, as well, which we go into everything about energy. I will see you soon. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.